Jane, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken. Thanks for having me on the show.
You bet, Jane. What's up?
Well, I just want your opinion about something.
Okay.
I am trying to change careers, and I'm looking towards software development.
Okay.
I've looked at different schoolings. I've checked Bethel Tech, that kind of thing, too.
Okay.
And I know they cost money, and that's fine. But I listen to you guys all the time. I've been following Ramsey forever, and I have been listening to you guys lately, and you've been talking about, the layoffs that these big companies are having, or the tech field itself is having. And I'm just kind of concerned about spending the money to get qualified to turn around to find no jobs, when I know there's no guarantee for jobs. But I just wanted your opinion about that, on if this is a good time or not. It's
absolutely a good time to get in. And I absolutely would get back on the phone with Bethel Tech. You're not going to find a better program in America. And for the cost, it's an unbelievable deal. And what I love about Bethel Tech specifically is they're connecting people to jobs. And so if you were to take a job, get laid off 6 months later, I'd reach right back out to them. They'll help place you again. That's the kind of people they are. They're great people. Ryan, the CEO, has become a dear friend. These are good people. But beyond Bethel Tech being awesome, if they did not exist, my advice would still be the same. It's the best time to get in because tech is still growing and booming, and you can't think of one industry in this entire world that doesn't have tech jobs now.
True.
Yeah. And it's going to continue to grow. Now, here's the deal. If I was in tech for a large public company right now, I would be looking for some escape hatches.
Okay.
But here's the deal. Those same public companies, not that you want to be on this yo-yo, but those same companies they'll staff right back up again once next year comes around and we see that it's a minor recession. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
Okay.
So tech is as hot of an industry as there is. I would absolutely get qualified, get in. If you get laid off, I don't think it will take you long to land somewhere else. And you are as relevant as any type of worker in the world. So to me, getting in tech right now is a low risk, absolute no-brainer. No-brainer.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I value your opinion.
Thank you.
And
call my friends. Call my friends at Bethel Tech. Call them back. Get on the phone with them. Walk through everything. They're really, really good. They'll let you cash flow it. Just good people. By the way, I don't mention them all the time. BethelTech.net. Tell them Ken Coleman sent you. Incredible program. We pay them to train our internal people to move into tech positions. That's how much I believe in them. They are part of what we do. So you talk about, for high school kids that may not want to go to college, want to get right into coding or programming or whatever. Great ramp. You can be in your 50s or 60s. The companies need tech workers more than ever. Don't buy this whole lie about the layoffs and it's scary. Listen, every one of those people, I think I shared this on the show recently, but just about every one of those people that were laid off in the third quarter, fourth quarter of last year jumped right back into things within about 90 days. Many times less. So, folks, if you're a programmer, developer, tech whiz, and you get laid off today, I would enjoy the day off. I really would. I'd go find your favorite hobby and go do it. Maybe do it 2 days in a row. Take the whole week. You're going to be fine. There's so many jobs available right now in this economy. It's just ridiculous. So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little unplanned rant right now on layoffs and what layoffs mean. Do you know what I think layoffs ought to be for you folks out there? I don't care what industry you're in. Here's what I want you to start doing. And this is, give me a little bit of latitude, okay? Because I'm going to make some of you feel like I'm off my meds for a second, but it's all going to make sense. I want you to start viewing the potential of layoffs. So instead of freaking out and worrying about them like the boogeyman around the corner, I want you to go, if a layoff were to happen, it would actually be an opportunity to grow or reinvent myself. It's one of the two. What if we just started to look at layoffs like, all right, if it were to happen, it's going to be an opportunity for me to grow professionally, financially, personally, or it's going to be an opportunity for me to reinvent myself. Now, this is just good old-fashioned perspective change. Now, what must be true for us to be so calm about a layoff? All right, glad you asked me. Here's what has to be true. Number one, I've got to have some financial margin to where I'm not freaking out. Two, I have got to have really deep connections in my field of work or in the industry to where it's not going to take long for word to get out that I'm a free agent, baby. Let me use another sports analogy to drive this home because I'm always about sports, and you don't have to be a sports fan to get this. When the word starts to hit out in the sports news world that maybe a player is not happy where they are, that they may not want to re-sign their contract, do you know what happens? That player's agent's phone starts to blow up because all these other GMs and coaches of other organizations, whether it be the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, doesn't matter. They start going, hey, I heard your guy's not happy. What if we treated the threat of a layoff like, you know what? Pain in the butt, nuisance, at worst, at best, hey, I'm going to get a longer, fatter contract. I mean, I'm not goofing off here. I know some of you think I'm off my meds, but what if we thought about it that way? And if we thought about it that way, we would prepare ourselves that way. So what would we do? Number one, I've been smart with my money. I've saved money. I've got low expenses. I got a lot of margin in my life. So I'm truly not freaked out. Pissed off, feelings hurt, sure, but I'm not freaking out. So I've got to change my financial life to be in that position to where it's like, okay. Two, I got to be connected, stay connected. I got to have a nice funnel of people that I could go to and the word gets out. And next thing I know, I'm fielding offers. I got opportunities I never even thought about. Three, so I've got the financial and then the connections. But you know what? I've got real clarity about where I want to be 5 years, 10 years, 15 years from now, so that anything that comes my way, it's not throwing me off as it relates to my direction. It just means, have you ever had to take a detour? You're on the way to San Jose and you're on one route and you got a detour and you realize there's about 7 different ways to San Jose. It's a nuisance. At the end of the day, you go, I can still get to San Jose. That's the idea. Layoffs. Layoffs?